Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Parisian here. Today's the first day this year that I've used these gloves, my summer gloves. The time has come. According to my very trustworthy Scott Oiler thermometer right here, 16 degrees Celsius, which is not bad at all. I must admit, it is very nice to be riding in that weather with these temperatures and such light traffic. And today's goal is I'm off to ride around and just chill. And I'm taking you guys with me. And you can see that these engines were made to work in what they call the standard atmosphere, which is a very average atmospheric pressure, 15 degrees Celsius, no winds, and 50% hydro thing there, humidity. And you can see that they design engines and cars and bikes for that kind of things, because she's working just perfectly. Not that she sometimes does not work perfectly, but I mean, there's these days bikes really do have their own attitudes, and I firmly believe that they do. And have you ever noticed that sometimes you get on your bike and you start riding? What the fuck? Oh, right. You start riding around. That was my microphone cable bugging me. Okay, you start riding around and you realize that your bike doesn't seem to be in a good mood, So when you shift, for example, that the gear lever just seems stuck in concrete, very hard to move, and when you clutch and declutch, it seems like you're doing it way too harshly, and so you get these knocks and jumps and things, and then sometimes, like today, it seems like you're shifting in butter, and when I use the clutch, it just comes along very nicely, and the transitions between the gears are made extremely smoothly, and the bike doesn't make any bad noises. I mean, it must probably be linked to my own attitude and mood for the day, but still, I believe that the mechanical parts have something to do with it. I wouldn't think that it's only me, because sometimes I can be in a very, very, very good mood and still things won't be working very well. So yeah, so there's that. Bike attitudes. And then you've got, that's because I ride a pretty standard motorcycle from a pretty standard company, and I think that these bikes are very average in everything. They're good bikes, but average. When I say average, it's not average like not very good. It's average like kind of an average of all the attitudes of all the bikes. She's not nervous, but then again, she's not like a road-going BMW. She's not. She doesn't heat up too much, but then the cooling system isn't that great either. And she's kind of generic. That's I think that's the term I was looking for. She's kind of generic, and I think that's one of the brilliant things about it, because you can use it in so many situations, because it doesn't have quirks like many other bikes have. Most people say that Ducatis, for example, look at that. It's a big tower, this, 330 meters. I know that's not very high. I know you guys all live in countries where there are enormous, gigantic towers, but you know, that's the highest thing in France. Actually, the highest man-built thing in France, if you only count buildings, of course. Because if you take into account bridges, the Millau Viaduct is actually the highest, the tallest thing built in France. It sits at like 340 meters, which is fucking high for a bridge. But there it is, the Iron Lady, as French people call it, the Iron Lady. I'm gonna try and take some pictures around here, but it's gonna be so fucking hard. Very, very fucking hard to take pictures here.